What's up, guys? It's Christian back here with another video. This is my college football playoff preview slash predictions. This is just my final predictions, I guess you could say, for the playoff. Since it does start tomorrow, I figured I'd go ahead and get this out tonight. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm gonna go ahead and do the first game. I'm gonna go in order of the two games, obviously. So I'll do LSU Oklahoma first. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. ESPN FPI gives LSU a 67.2% chance to win this game. Oklahoma a 32.8% chance. And LSU is favored in Vegas by 13.5 points. Points per game, Oklahoma with 43.2, LSU with 47.8. Points allowed per, so LSU has a little bit of an edge there. Points allowed per game, Oklahoma 24.5 and LSU 21.2. So again, LSU has a little bit of an edge there. So yeah, right as far as those few stats go, it's just little edges, but it starts to even out. It starts to less the well, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm saying. It starts to the playing field starts to get not as narrow. The key storylines, I think, or keys and storylines, I guess I should say, is Jalen Hurts versus Joe Burrow. Obviously, those are two Heisman finalists. Obviously, Joe Burrow won the Heisman. I think that's going to be a really exciting matchup. Seeing those two go at it, and obviously they have two different games. Jalen Hurts is obviously more of a mobile quarterback. Not that Joe Burrow isn't, because he can run when he has to. But I think that's going to be an exciting part of the game. How healthy is Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Sorry, I kind of had a mind fart for a second, but how healthy is Clyde Edwards-Helaire? I think is a big key to this game too, because it's not just Joe Burrow that's made LSU's offense this good, that good this year, and that's been a big part of it, obviously. But Edwards-Helaire has been probably one of my favorite players in the nation this year. That kid's just got a lot of heart, man. He's been an underdog his whole life just because of his size, and I really hope he plays, and I really hope he has a good game, and he's at 100%. Or at least if they win this game, they go to the national championship. I hope he at least has a big game there. And then the last thing I put is expect the shootout. Points allowed per game, both these teams are in the 20s, and points per game, both these teams are in the 40s. But all four of the playoff teams are in the 40s for points per game. But with these two defenses, I definitely expect the shootout, though. Not that LSU or Oklahoma's defenses are trash. I mean, at times this year they have been. Don't get me wrong, but like in LSU when they played Ole Miss was trash. Their defense was so. I mean, it's kind of a give or take thing, but my final prediction for this game, I think Joe Burrow outduels Jalen Hurts in Oklahoma. I think Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase make some big catches. I think LSU's playmakers just are too much for Oklahoma, and they get it done. I'm going with a final score of LSU 45, Oklahoma 31. Moving on to the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, Clemson against Ohio State. ESPN's FPI gives Ohio State a 54.5% chance to win, and Clemson a 45.5% chance to win. Clemson is favored in Vegas by 2 points. Points per game, Clemson 46.5. Ohio State 48.7, so a little bit of an edge for Ohio State there. And then points allowed per game, Clemson 10.6, Ohio State 12.5, so Clemson has a little bit of an edge there. So as you can see, it's a very even matchup. I think this is the most even semifinal we've seen throughout the playoffs so far. Throughout these, I think it's 5 years now that the playoffs have been going on, so I think this is going to be a really good game for a semifinal. Keys and storylines. Trevor Lawrence against Justin Fields, I think, is a big one. Obviously, Justin Fields, Heisman finalist. Trevor Lawrence, he hasn't had the year he's wanted to have, obviously. Obviously, he wanted to have a lot better year than he did this year. I mean, not that he's played terrible this year, but you know what I mean. I mean, he was pretty much the Heisman favorite coming into this year, and he's just not had as good of a year as people thought he was going to. But I think that's going to be big. I think if Trevor Lawrence can come out and have a good game, tomorrow, I think it'll definitely help Clemson, obviously. And then same for Justin Fields. I mean, it's kind of like I feel like Trevor Lawrence is kind of like the Joe Burrow of this, and Justin Fields is kind of like the Jalen Hurts, where it's kind of a Fields is more mobile and Hurts is more mobile, while Lawrence and Burrow are kind of more pocket guys, but they can run when they have to. So I feel like there's similarities there. Another key slash storyline, I put Travis Etienne against J.K. Dobbins, two of the best running backs in the country. I think that's going to be a very exciting matchup to watch. Just because, Travis Etienne had kind of a rough stretch through the middle of the year. Dabo was really on him, but after that happened, he was Travis Etienne again, and he had a great year. J.K. Dobbins had a great year for Ohio State too. That whole offense was hard to stop this year. So, the last thing I put was I think the line of scrimmage is going to decide this game. More specifically, Clemson's offensive line against Ohio State's defensive line. I think Clemson stopping Chase Young is going to be the key here. Clemson's offensive line doesn't give up a lot of sacks, and Ohio State's defensive line gets a lot of sacks. So something's going to have to give there. I think that's why this is going to be a great game. But I think Clemson has not played anybody. They have not seen athletes like Ohio State yet. I think that I'm not going to say it's going to scare them because it's definitely not going to do that. But I think it might get to them eventually, and I think it's going to get to them in this game. And I think Jalen Hurts. I think Justin Fields makes some plays. J.K. Dobbins and that whole offense finds a way to get it done. Chase Young gets a couple of sacks. Final score: Ohio State 38, Clemson 35, in a close one. So, hope you guys enjoy my preview of the 2 playoff games tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy the playoffs. I might make a video about the Titans-Texans game. Not sure. I'll definitely have NFL picks out tomorrow or Sunday before the game start. And I might make a video about the Titans-Texans game. I'm not 100% sure yet. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you again later. Peace.